David Ellefson is no stranger to being estranged from Megadeth, but the circumstances surrounding his exit from the band are significantly different from anything that they may have gone through in the past. Ellefson's private life surfaced on the internet back in May 2021, where Ellefson was accused of grooming an underage girl and masturbating over a webcam. DAVEMUSTAINE also had Testament's Steve DiGiorgio re-record all of Ellefson's existing bass lines from the upcoming The Sick, The Dying and the Dead studio album, a decision that Mustaine felt had to be made, even if he admits to not feeling good for making it. As such, it would not be unreasonable for fans to think that any remaining bridges between Ellefson and his former band were long since burned. But the bassist himself seems to be of a different opinion. Speaking to the Mike Nelson Show in a new interview, David Ellefson said,
when things came to an end last year, to be honest with you, maybe things have to happen in a way that they just need to be sort of split apart. I didn't think it had to be, but that's a decision they made. So it is what it is. I don't hold a grudge, and I'm not sitting around with, bitter grapes, sour grapes about the thing, because I just knew I needed to find creative outlets in other places, because it really wasn't that, well received, in the Megadeth world. So, so I found it elsewhere. So that's that. I'm not sitting around bitter about it at all. It's, I wish them the best. They're doing their thing, with their record. I know that record because I already played on it. So I know it. I know the songs, I know what it is. I haven't heard most of it with vocals on it, but, to me, it's kind of, part of the rear view mirror for me, and not disrespectful, just it is what it is. We're a year past it now and things have moved on, I'm sad that things went down the way they did, because I don't think they had to, I knew that everything was fine. And that it was a scary moment for a second, but I knew it was okay. Things I guess they just needed to come apart for this next season of life, and we've been here before where things came apart and then they came back together and then they came apart. Maybe this is just how it is, me and Dave are brothers from another month. We just are. It's kind of ironic. Our names are both Dave. Brothers aren't usually named the same, but there is a weird thing, it's funny. Even when I went back to, back to the band in 2010, even my wife said, she goes, it's okay. You can go back to your first wife, meaning Megadeth, like she knows her place, she knew her place. Like, I know that came before me, that you're a musician, you and Dave have this very karmically strange friendship with each other. That's hot and cold and hit and miss. And you guys love each other like brothers. And some days you get along and some days you don't, and I don't put that all on him. Some of that's for sure on me. You know what I mean? It's I think it's probably the best way to put it, kind of a karmically interesting friendship. I never say never to anything, and in fact, I've learned in life, Max Norman taught me this, by the way, on the Euthanasia record. We're doing some lyrics and he goes, man, because he's got this very thick British Midlands accent, right? He goes, man, they never fucking use words like never and forever. They're fucking bullshit words, man. They don't mean anything. They're not sincere. They're not true. And I've come to think about that over the years, and it is true, Is love forever? Well, I don't know, Well, I've never played with that guy again. Look, we see that in Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Dave and I should never work together. Nigel and I should never work together again. Come on. It's silly. We have these moments in our lives. They are what they are. Hopefully we grow from them. We get better from them. I certainly feel like I have. And you move on. And like I said the first time with the Megadeth reunion, at some point it was a rear view mirror item. And then one day it came around in the front window again. You know what I mean? There it was at the next intersection of life in front of me. And then probably for Dave too, it was like, all right, well, saddle up. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, look, they're doing their thing. They've got their own band now, and they're a unit. They're out rocking, and hey, it's great. Look, they're playing songs that I helped write, and I'm playing songs Dave wrote. We should all be happy. Everybody wins. Everybody's making money. Everybody's songs are being played. It's it's like, between the two of us, it's like all of them are getting played, or most of them. So I don't see any downside to any of it. I think it's all, we're honoring the legacy. It's bigger than any one of us. I think that's a narrative that was sort of, that's a narrative that's not true. It's not any one of us, and I'm not going out claiming that it's all about me, because it's not. I know my place in it. I know my place in the pecking order and the hierarchy of the legacy, but I'm very much a part of it. So is Chris Poland, so is Jeff Young, so is Gar Samuelson, so is Nick Menza, So, and I think it's important that those people be honored, especially the fallen ones, like Gar and Nick, Sometimes those are easier to honor because they're gone and we can't ever get any more from them. So I think sometimes honoring the living members is just as important, because, honor them while they're here, let them know how valuable they are to this. And I think that's one of the things the fans really like is to see that all of it can be honored. The new music, that they're writing and putting out, as well as the past stuff that really were the building blocks of this enormous beast.
Thank you for tuning in, and please hit that like button, it's appreciated. Make sure that you subscribe for more rock-related content.